So good afternoon. Today's Bitcoin trading on 10th of April. We have been now getting some very important data that came out already this afternoon, and mainly we see here that the ISM PMI data is a little bit down. So, and we have also a bunch of Fed talks today that are driving the markets crazy. On the other side, we have the final PMI is unchanged. If you remember, last Tuesday the data have been very negative and good for the US dollar, but the last PMI we got have been, where is it? Yeah, the last PMI was on Tuesday extremely high, and the tumbling is giving the signal that inflation is still present and it's going up, meaning that the US dollar is becoming much more stronger. And we have seen in November of the last year, Fed was talking about the interest rates cuts 7 times this year, then it became 6 times, then 5, 4, 3, 2, then only at the end of the year, maybe in September, and now nobody's talking anymore about it. They're talking possibly at the middle, in the middle, or the first quarter of 2025. So, meaning that on the other side, and that's my personal opinion, they are going to raise interest rates much more higher. So the government is defending and supporting the fiat money, or better, the US dollar, as much as they can. Well, the blood of the government is the US dollar and the bonds, and the bonds are going now to the moon. That's the way that the governments are financing themselves, right? Because especially the US governments have a very big trade deficit. So, and they are giving also credits to other countries. And to finance that, because most commodity markets are like gold, coffee, oil, platinum, palladium, copper, especially copper, are exchanged in US dollar. So that's a very big financial policy is practicing since decades, not even centuries. And well, the higher you can guess, right? If you are dealing with another country and giving them credits, so the interest rates paying back to you as the cost of the money you are for that credit or the debt of the other country against you. If you increase the value of your currency, and if the US dollar is going up, meaning that the US dollar is becoming much more expensive, so the value of the US dollar is increasing, the other country has to pay much more dollars, because automatically its currency value is going down, right? It's decreasing. So some countries are not able to pay that bill. And then the US government says, all right, okay, you cannot bill, good. Then you have to give me the rights. For example, the rights, I get all the rights of trading in your harbors, right? If a country has, for example, let's say some African countries like South Africa or Madagascar, or in Europe still, right? Like Netherlands, Great Britain, France, Portugal, Italy, and so on. And they say, okay, good, because these countries are along the ocean or the sea, so they have big harbors to trade with other countries. And the US government says, okay, you know what? Then I get all the rights of your harbors, meaning every time a ship is coming there, they need to pay fees, first of all, to me, and then they are allowed to transport the goods in your country or out of your country. Or they say, okay, you are an oil country, right, like Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, and so on. They say, okay, you know, 50% of the income of your oil belongs to me until you have already paid all the bills back, right? So that's the background, right? What the US dollar is so powerful instrument. And now the PMI and ISM are indexes or indices for the companies, meaning each time the producing manager index, if the PMI is going up, meaning the costs for productivity of a company is increasing. It doesn't matter if a company is holding tons of Bitcoin, right? It doesn't help. Why? Because the higher the PMI or ISM, the higher the cost of those companies. And somewhere they have a limit, and they need immediately to compensate all the losses or deficits of the company, especially if they are in the indices like S&P or NASDAQ. And they have to sell their Bitcoins. That's the only way, right? Because they cannot sell the US dollar, as there are also American companies, US companies. So that will help that the Bitcoin value is going up. So today in the comments I said that we will have a retracement. That's the statement of today. But yesterday, if you go back on my TradingView page, so I wrote here April the 2nd, the comment was, if 64 broken, we can retrace back at 50-day EMA. If that is broken, we go down to 40K. That's still relevant, and this comment is valid still. And then I told you MicroStrategy down will go to 300. And then I wrote about 20 hours ago that short time pullback preparing at 65,900. Traders who are trading or holding short time based on day trading should take now part of their profits and going down. And today then I published that we will have a correction to 67,500 to 69,000. And now look first when I published that, and look now, I published that as we have been here, and as the market came here, I was publishing that comment, and now look where the market is, right? So, and it doesn't matter if some people are disliking me, that's their opinion, that's all right, right? I'm not living out of if somebody is liking me or disliking me, but there are some traders who are following me and they are learning, or so I don't recommend them while they are practicing or learning to trade with real money. They should use demo accounts to reach or enrich their experiences before trading with real money, right? So Now you see that the market is here, but now we are getting down, and it has several reasons. This is the market today, right? From here, from this slide. So all this section. This is the open price we have already here. And we see that the market tried one time, twice, and for the third time to break this one. And each time, well, some traders, they go long here, for example, right? Or somewhere here, they go long. Here, for example, they went long. And among those traders are a lot of traders who are very inexperienced, because in trading courses they are visiting, or in the books they are reading, there is a trap nobody is talking about. Let's say if you wanted to go long here, right? So, or even here, right? It doesn't matter. Where do you want to put your stop, right? Possibly you look back. You would then put a tight stop here. Money management matters, of course, right? This one. And the market exactly knows that. And look, after this happened or this happened, they were right. They were right. And some say it's going, and they are falling into traps that people saying it's going then to 100K. And this is the trap number one. The trap number two is that where are they putting their stops? They are putting their stops here, right? The market knows that exactly, and boom, they got hit, right? Instead, for example, taking profits here or profit here, if you are day traders. And of course, they are doing the opposite I'm saying, because they dislike me, but at the end they see that in 70% of time, right? It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about myself. The market knows it. The market retraces back because all the stops got hit here, right? So this clean, this area now very clean for the bears. They know exactly the bulls hit, and the bears know exactly where now the bulls are sitting. The bulls are sitting here, are sitting here, are sitting here. And the bears know, right, now we know the bulls are sitting here. We trap them, we stay high. Even we drive the price higher to around 68K, even much more higher to around 70. Now much more unexperienced traders will here, 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 especially if the market rushes higher. And then something interesting happens. They put their stops here, they put their stops here even, and some are putting their stops here. And exactly there, the market starts to consolidate, to show then some bullish patterns before it's getting down. And so this is the second trap. The trap is not the bull trap itself. The trap is the market exactly knows and wants to hit all those last stops here. Instead, that they teach the people, if you are getting long here, as soon as the market is rising, move immediately your stop to break even plus some pips profit, let it there. Because also, if you have been missing, for example, your profit target is here, the market comes down here, goes back, what happens to you? You have not reached this profit level. You have already passed to take this profit, but much more importantly, you get out of the market, but you have not lost money. And why they don't teach you that? Well, 90% of those coaches, they don't know exactly. They have maybe not been thinking. They are themselves victims of all those books and traps. But instruments are made if you are not experienced enough to take your money away, right? So, and that's the aim, that's the goal, right? I think somebody was talking well spoken yesterday. Bitcoin is made for you to ruin you or something like that. That was a very, very nice sentence. Like NASDAQ, S&P, of course, in the long run, they tell, so everybody's making money and there are companies that are financing themselves. I'm not talking generally about all, but since the last 5 years, the most instruments are making are just hypes, right? So we see now the market is going back here. It has a good reason. We are first of all at the day high. That's temporarily resistance of the market. If we extend that, we see we had already here, we had the same move yesterday. The market fell, then the buyers came in, they got trapped here, and then the bears accumulated the positions here, right? So they are defending this position. And I said that it will go to 68K. Why? Because if we look now further, we see here, look at this here. This move, right? Yesterday. And it went very, very fast. And what we know about the market, a healthy trend is about 45 degrees. And this market moves now that way, right? So it has to come back to this channel again. So maybe going a little bit up and down and up and down, it doesn't matter, but it needs then it to reach its 45 degrees, right? That's the reason that if the market is falling back and even going down, so I'm not a big friend of moving fast, right? Even if I'm bear, I like it that the market makes little steps and going down instead of this one, right? Or if I'm bearish, I like this one instead of going this one, right? And now the market fell here because here among are low volume and a lot of orders here, and the market is going back to fill this first. And this is the third bull trap now, because a lot of bulls, I think 90% of Bitcoin traders, more than 90%, even 95% are bulls. They like every time that the market is going up, and the big money, smart money is knowing that. So they get trapped here because the market is going back to this era, right? And even if it's going past through, it will go then to around 72 to 74 here, and then much more people start to buy here, and then the market will fall much more deeper. Why? Not only here, but also only here they get trapped. I'll show you. And if we go now one step back, we see now on the weekly basis, right? That's exactly this point of the gap. Not only here, we need to fill this weekly gap, we need to fill this daily gap, then the market, then this is the stage I show you, then the market is go higher, and now the trap is perfect, right? So I think I don't have to mention this. And also here low value area, and therefore the market is going up and then falling back. So I am a trend follower, meaning that I am also taking longer trends. Let's say we are in a bullish trend, okay, and the market came back somewhere here, yeah. Let's say we have been bearish here, right? We have been buying somewhere here or here, it doesn't matter, even here, right? And my system is saying the trend is still bearish here at this point, right? The trend is still bearish. It will go down, but then I start to buy the market. Okay, and in this case the long-term trend of Bitcoin is bullish, but I started to sell the market. Even I am a trend follower, only in one case I go extremely against the trend, and in about 80%, 90% of time I'm right. Why? The trend started to fall from here because we had exactly the same situation here. We made all-time highs. All-time highs, and every new all-time high was at this area, volume. The higher the market went, the deeper the volume came. So we had a divergence. And exactly here, the market makes all-time low, right? The lower the market goes, the higher the bullish volume becoming, and then I go long. Only in this case, right? If we have the same situation, let's say we are bearish, we are somewhere bearish here, we know our all-time high has been here, right? In this case, even in this case, until we reach a new all-time low, or low, all-time low, until it's happening, we follow our trend following strategy, meaning we stay with the trend. Whatever happens, if these moves happen, if the market here comes up, it doesn't matter, we sell. We only sell. The market comes up, we stay quiet until we get a sell signal, we go short, right? The market comes higher, we sell. The market comes higher, we only sell. Because we know our all-time high has been reached. The market is not making any all-time highs at this moment. If the market is going back here, then we wait again. If we have the same scenario, the market makes all-time highs, and then we look at the volume only. If the volume is going down, all right, perfect. We wait until the market consolidates and we sell again. But if the volume is going up, you know, the market wants to go, is willing to go higher, then we shift in the trend mode again, right? The same here. We start to buy here, even the trend following system says go long or go short, we buy. Then somewhere here, we know, okay, the all-time low, we all the time are looking, right? All the time we are looking if the volume is going down, but the volume increasing. And now the trend following system says, for example, from here, we have signal to go long, right? Because the trend followers don't go here. They take only this part of the market and this part of the market, right? So that's trend following, right? So, and in this case, we combine trend following and also the anti-trend following system, but only if we have reached all-time low levels or all-time high levels and we have such scenario, right? So in the meanwhile, I told you now in the comments, we will go. It should not happen today, maybe not yet. The market we see now, we are making this video here, and now in the meanwhile the price is here, so my signal is writing down, so I'm short, of course. I have been already taking some profits here, closed some positions I have been taking here or selling here in the meanwhile, but the other positions I have already higher, above 70,000, so I have a lot of positions here, and I have been selling also here, and also some positions at all-time high here, so they are all in trend shift. And in the meantime, we can make also day trading using this strategy, waiting that the market is going high, right? So we have then a bull flag, and every time we sell this point, before the market is going down, only in direction of the trend, because that's very, very strong, right? So now the current price is at about 65,958, and if the market is going down for 64,800, breaking that, it's not a big deal, but 64,000, 63,800 is much more important. And so we can also come back here and then go back, because we are among today's range, right? The today's range is still here. You see the market made in a high, a day high. This is the high of today, so at around 67,000, and so I take bullish retrace to 60,705 to 68,000. I can say, okay, among 67,000, some way I was right, but it is a bullish retrace. It's not meaning that we are in bullish trend. Now the market you see here, this live, is going for this point. If breaking that, we will come down here, and then the bulls try to defend this zone to step up the market again, maybe to the day high, or maybe to around 66,500 to 800, something like that, to make a consolidation then, and then we will have this very big move here, but until here or until here, right? So if it's not happening and the market goes deeper, I hope it's happening now for the bulls. Why? Because if the market falls deeper and a lot of people are buying this point and it's getting higher, I doubt that 95% of traders have discipline. So in this case, the market is going up, they are making money, but I think their greed is much more stronger than their discipline. Instead of they follow their strategy and they say, you know what, I was right, I'm making this profit. They see then the number, the difference between here and here. Let's say they made 10K profit, and they say, okay, very well, I know exactly the market is here. Our goal was to take profit here. The market goes here, and they say, oh, now my 10K is 50K, and the market traps them coming back and say, oh my God, my 50K is now minus 8K or plus 8K. It's going down, and they use then excuses. They looking, for example, if 1 hour candle closes above 50 EMA, expect then 68,200. Or they say, for example, in 4 hourly, 30 minute candle is broken. Guys, this is just a candle out of million candles. Even, oh, the candle is green. The color is not saying anything. It's just saying that the closing price at the moment, or the current closing price of this current candle, is above the open, but it can also fall above the open. What can you do? What will you do then, right? And then something interesting happens. It's going then to T2K, right? They had to take this profit, and now they are here, and then they start to think again. For the first time every day, exactly here, their brains start to think. After they are in losses, then they read a lot of news. They question the trading system they have. They read a lot of charts. If somebody is telling the market is going down, they attack that person. Why? Because they see my profit is down, and I want, the brain says, no, 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 I want this one. Better, we have in here. I want this 50K. It must go down. So This is the trap number 4, the mind trap, that they fall back into that wishful trading thinking or way of trading thinking that's extremely 100% wrong. They are in this situation. That's their own fault. It's not the fault of Davy Brasco, even not the fault of MicroStrategy or Market Sailor. Neither is the fault of somebody else. They are guilty and they are losing because that's their own faults, right? Because they are greedy. They are not disciplined. They have no discipline. They are not following their own trading system or signal, right? The market says they have a, let's say they have a strategy, and the strategy is over 90%. Even you have a strategy that is 100% of time right. But if you do not follow your own strategy, that is the best strategy possible on this planet, you will lose 100% of time. Why? Because the trading system is mechanical. What you forget is you yourself and your brain are also parts of your trading system, and that matters, right? Let's say you are a pilot, right? You are in your cockpit, so this is your airplane. You are the pilot living here, right? Sitting here. You have that amount of years of education to fly that airplane, right? But who is that? Is it the autopilot? Is it the pilot? Or who is really taking decision in that machine? Of course that's you. You are the pilot, right? This is your trading strategy. This is your trading signal. This is all your research that is making 100% profits all the time. Whenever the signal, the trading system says buy and you buy, you make profit. Whenever it says sell and you sell, it makes profit. Whenever it tells you stay out, don't trade today, and you do not trade today, you say, oh, the market was calm, it was wasting of time. But now the market, your trading strategy says take profit. You don't do that. Of course you will lose, right? It's the same here. The airplane says here's a mountain, okay, fly higher. You don't do that. You come here, boom, crash, right? Exactly, that happens, right? Okay. Now, if you are making your trading strategy is working very well on demo or backtesting, and also in live trading, right? And you make money, but in real account, live account, you make losses, then it's not your system, that's you. The trap is you, because maybe you are believing the opinions of others, maybe your emotions, maybe, you know, it's wasting of time. I can give you even a trading system that produces 20% of time money. You will do with that if you have high percent amount of discipline, and you will boost your account to 400, 500, even 1000% a year. With 20% win rate system, it's possible. Why? If you take the signals. If you are wrong, extremely come down, right? Let's say you are going long here, and your system says put this stop here, then you don't do that. The market comes against you. You take the stop, you wait again the next signal, you get in. Maybe you have then some, let's say 10 trials, and out of this trial 9 times you have taken losses, but very, very small losses. But that last signal brought you to here. That means all these losses are away and you made profits from here to here, right? That's the way trading works. Trap number 5. The market will always test you, right? You go short here, the market comes here, and your trading system says, like here, my trading system says, sell, right? I have been selling here again. So it told me yesterday, take or that short-term positions, profit, I did. It was a good decision, the market came up. And today it told me, sell here, because it's not going now at this moment to fill the gap. It will do that later, but I will tell you, the system tells me, I will tell you. And then the market went until here, right? So I was selling here, or I am selling here. That means in this way I make profit. And in this way I make minus, right? Then the market is going somewhere against me, and the market told me, okay, based on account size, put your stop somewhere, put your stop above here, this one, right? So this is, and if the market is going against you, take immediately that profit out and then go long, right? So I was waiting for that. The market came against here, and in the meantime, I see that I am in minus. Right? How many dollars? It doesn't matter. That's just a random number. And I wanted to take out this one because the sharp was very clear. And then the system told me, no, I tell you sell, I am red. Stay short because we are here. It stay high, and because we have major resistances here, the market is going then to test you. And I was standing here. What happened? Now the market started to, right? So this is my selling positions. In this way I am making money. The market is now here. So I am in profit. But the market temporarily ran against me and my stop was here. So somewhere here. This is my stop, right? And the market told me, no, the market is going to test you. Because I tell you stay short, right? And I stood short, and the market and my system or trading system rewards me, and also the market rewarding me, because I said, okay, Davy Brasco, I tested you many times. You are a good trader. You passed the exam, and now you deserve your rewards, right? What would happen if I was in a ruling? Here I got the system, and here's my SL, and now the market goes back here. My system is telling that short. Then the market tells take loss, and I take the loss, and the market moves down, and then here I get a new signal. Should I say if my trading system is wrong? Of course not. Because the system is telling you you are a good loser. Well, in life, we have been taught that being a loser is a bad thing, right? If you have no friends, if you have lack of communication, if you have not good grades, whatever, you know, so that's something very senseless in my opinion. In trading, the biggest loser, right, in the biggest loser is the biggest winner. In trading, the biggest loser is the biggest winner. Why? What is the biggest loser? It's not that you make a trade and you lose 50% of your account with a trade or a loss. It's saying that the numbers of your losses are greater than your winners, but right, you make 100 trades at 1,000 trades, 990 times you take losses, and the break doesn't like it. Somewhere you get nervous, angry. So your self-estimate is suffering. But those 100 winning trades are, right? So you make 1,000 trades and 900 trades are losers. 100 trades are plus, right? Meaning in 90% of time you are wrong, in 10% you are right, and at the end your account, let's say with 5K, have developed to 50K, right? So how many percent is that? So how many percent is that? That's more than 1,000% profits, right? There is a trader is called Etsekota, and he made above, I think he turned $5,000 into $15 million, into 15 millions. That more than 300,000% profit for his clients. Guess that, just with this strategy, following his trading system. What kind of trading strategy he used doesn't matter. It matters that he had the discipline. This is the power of discipline, right? And if the market is now trapping you to get up, if you are bull, be bull, but set your target exactly there the market reaches your target, get out immediately. It doesn't matter if the market is going higher. It doesn't matter, right? If it's going higher, then you get a short signal somewhere here, then come short, right? You think you passed this part of profit, but if you go short and the market and your trading signal says it's going up again, then you compensate that past moment. Instead of taking that profit one time, then try to catch this amount maybe in 2, 3, 4, or even 5 trades. That's the same, right? If I borrow you, let's say $100, right? And then $100, and then you give me in 10 months, $10 back, right? It's the same number, right? I borrowed you I gave you $100, and you pay me your debt back in 10 months, each month, $10. That's the same, doesn't it? It takes a little longer, but I got my money back, right? And that's the same, all right? So the current state of Bitcoin is going now here. You know the fundamentals. You see now the market came back here, steady at around 865, and possibly if it leaves this range at around 65,600, we can go down to 64,470 if it's breaking that to 64, and it's breaking that, then the possibility that we go to 62.20, 62, something like that is possible. If going below that, then we can go to around 59 to 60, right? On the other way, if the market breaking the day high of today, we can go then to 68, 69, even to around 70 area again, maybe 71.20, 300 or 800 or 900, right? But whatever you do, right, if the market breaks up here, for example, then I would say, okay, my stop with my profit target will be something here at around 69,400. Where should then my stop be? Well, there are different strategies. You can use the market, for example, say, okay, the market possibly here or here is a little bit wider. Or you say, okay, based on my capital, I risk just 1% of my account or 0.5% of my account, right? And if it hits, then it hits. Trade is gone, right? If your profit target hits, it's hit, it's gone, it's dead, it's past. If it goes higher, you take out your trade, it's gone. It's gone forever. It is somewhere in the statistics. You cannot go back again. You are here. You cannot go back here. I cannot go back here to the price of tomorrow, because we live that way like the market does, right? So you see here, everything here, we have no bars. This is our future, like in life. This is tomorrow, in 1 hour. We don't know what is happening here, right? So we don't know. So in some minute, is the market here? Is the market here? Is the market here? Or even here, right? These are billions of possibilities, like in our life, right? Therefore, trading is a mirror of our lives. Okay? If you understand this, then you know, the market is going there. And each time you ask to say, okay, how deep can it fall? How high can it go? Then you say, oh, because it's not you that's questioning it. It's your future, the unknown. This is the fear. This is the fear. The brain is feared because it has no information. And then we fall in the trap to read the news, fake news maybe, to make statistics, everything. But even everything we read at this second is not telling what happens tomorrow. Even the governments, some say there are some conspiracies that they are doing that. Okay, let's say they're right? They cannot 100% of time rule our lives. Guys, wake up. The future is unknown. But what you do now to have discipline will say the future is the result or the proof of the past. If in the past you have been taking losses because the systems told you take losses, you have been taking buy or sell signals exactly as the system told you, with other words, you had discipline, then somewhere in future, somewhere, maybe a year from now, 6 months, a week, 10 years, your account will be here, right? You are today here. And then if you look back, you see, yes, in this journey, I have been taking a lot of winners and a lot of losers. And I have a lot of discipline. This is the reason that today in future, this is future, and this is now. And if you are somewhere here, then in the future you say, today my account is in this big plus, because as I started here, I made a lot of mistakes, I learned of them, and I learned discipline. I practiced everyday discipline, right? I had many ups and downs in my accounts because I was taking the trading system, but the more I did it, the more I saw that all these ups and downs are going higher. The more money I made. And you will see also you are much more luckier in life. You feel more successful, and success is a great feeling. but success begins in your mind. All right, so don't get trapped by no one. Make your works as traders, practice discipline, and I wish you having a very successful trading day.